and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I moved on by my own will. I had nothing else I wanted to do. Was it hard? But I didn't hate it. I did not even like it. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I'm not waiting for Santa Claus. I already have the gift, just can't open the box. I know all about it, no one can solve it unless I decide to do something about it. It's not even a case. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I hate the alarm clock I chose. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to is light. Let's paint the gray haze into sky blue. I know who you are. I'm not leaving you again. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. There is nowhere to go back and nowhere to go. It's all illusional. Without me, the town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. It was bearable. terrible. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame.
Hey everyone! We're playing some Steins Gate. Sorry for not being here on Monday. I have a lot of work to do. Hey Peps! Hey Bandicoot! There we go. Did something immaculately stupid, something that would surely have you relating to Okabe. Oh? I'll have to look for a bit, but you're here for the next chapter in this crazy adventure? Hell yeah. How's the homework? Technically I'm still doing it. I have a report on voice acting due on... Well, technically I have to submit it on Thursday, and then I'm presenting it Friday. So, but I got a good chunk done on Monday, which is really nice. And I was able to do some work on my demo reel scenes. Decided to rewatch Endless 8. Ooh. Oh, also, I completely forgot, but, here. When we last left off, we made the correct choice, but we missed watching an ending. So, what happens if we don't send the D-mail to Suzu? Push the button. Isn't that what Suzuha wants? You'll be saving her from 25 years of loneliness, from ending her life in utter despair. Save Suzuha. Save my Yuri. But is it really? Is erasing those memories really the right thing to do? Should I just time leap again so I can consider the possibilities? What should I do? What's the right choice? Push the big red button. No, we're going for an ending. Stop. You're starting to doubt. But I need to reach a conclusion, or else I can't. I can't send this D-mail. Acting on impulse, I don the headgear and punch in a 48-hour time leap.
解放はあるの?
As the taste of blood fills my mouth, I press the button. So last time on Steins Gate, we sent the D-mail. This is an alternate. This is what would have happened if we chose the opposite of what we chose. I stare vacantly at Kurisu, who's standing in front of me. Hey, Crystal.
ほら、ふらついてるじゃない。まだ2日目なのに、そんなに疲れててどうすんのよ。ピンバッジはきっと見つかる。まだ時間はあるんだから、そんなに焦らないで。それより、あんたにぶっ倒れられたら、私はともかく、まゆりが心配するでしょ。少しは 自分の体もいたわりなさい。
The time leap worked.
ああ、わかってる。
Hey, Mayhem. I couldn't sacrifice either of them. I had no choice. In 2 days, my Yuri will die. Endless 8 wasn't that bad to rewatch, since each episode had a different director. There's some cool shots now and then, but after episode 3, it's just utter monotony. Oof. Makes it really feel endless, huh? Hold on. Oh, I can't Aruto because I'm not in a Discord call. So you'll just have to believe me. Ah, you know what? Fuck it. I said that I would give you an Aruto, and I will give you an Aruto. There you go. If these are the only 2 days of peace I can have with Mayuri and Suzuha, then all I can do is repeat them. Let these 2 days be the rest of my life. I push down on the pedals and begin the ascent up to Harumi Bridge. The spokes revolve rhythmically, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant.
気持ちいいね。
同感だわ。っていうか、風強すぎ。
ダルくんはね、メタボだからもっと運動しておくべきだと思うよ。
デブオタち
We're riding bikes.
いい景色だな。
From here, you can see all across Tokyo Bay, all the way to the Rainbow Bridge in the distance. It's an easy jaunt from Akihabara to here, not even an hour on foot. I wanted a change of pace from the search for the unfindable pin, so I proposed this cycling expedition. Of course, I already know who the pin belongs to and who Suzuha's father is. But I have chosen not to tell anyone. If at all possible, I want to spend these 2 days in peace and delay Suzuha's time travel. That's my goal now.
出発するまではさ、ただの時
There's a
間の無駄
spin-off
遣い
game
と思
slash
ってたけ
anime
ど
with the hacker as a guest
た
character.
まには
Yeah,
こういう時間も
Robotics
必要な
Notes.
生き
That's
物
actually a
なんだ
sequel.
ね。人間って
It takes place in the same universe. There's also another one, Chaos Child and Chaos Head, that takes place before Steins Gate. It's called the Science Adventure series. It's really cool.
私はタイムリープマシンを作ってる方が。
Is this the one with the time traveling microwave? Yeah, it is. We're picking up from a decision that we made that was the right decision. This is what would have happened if we had chosen the other decision. The semicolon franchise. Exactly.
引きこもりが最強だと今日証明されました。
二人ともグダグダだね。
You could say that this is a different world line that we're exploring.
水は自動販売機はまだ。今ならコップ一杯分の水のために人殺しもできそうだお。
残念ながらこの橋を含めてあと2つ橋を渡らないとコンビニはない。そこまで辛抱しろ。
マジで無理。もう無理。
オカリン、詳しいんだね。この辺来たことあるの？
ああ、何度も。
Hey, Kolnick. Chatsgate time again? It is, and this time we're exploring a different possibility of Steins Gate. We're exploring what would have happened if we decided not to send the D-mail to Suzuha. Essentially, Okabe has decided to live these 2 days with Mayuri and Suzuha over and over and over again. How long have I been living in this closed loop of time? On August 13th, Mayuri will be killed by the Rounders. This time, only I know that Mayuri is fated to die. By keeping that secret, I allow us to spend these days like normal kids our age would. This cycling expedition is part of that.
ここまで来ればビッグサイトはすぐだ。あと10分もしないうちに着くだろう。
その前に休憩を。
We're going on a bike ride. Daru's not doing so great.
そのままの格好でいると危ないぞ。体を起こせ。
ちょっと休ませてよ。
危ないんだと言っているだろう。
Daru stands up. A second later, a huge truck speeds past. The gust of wind left in its wake nearly bowls us over.
危ねえ。オカリンのおかげで助かった。
なんかね、今のオカリン、未来が見えてたみたいだったね。
You'd think the lab members would question a sudden change of priority and stuff? Well, it's interesting because none of the lab members know that Mayuri is going to die in this timeline.
D メールでも使ったんでしょ。
To them, it's a joke. But they're not mistaken. Suzuha's eyes meet mine. The fact he just wants to go on a bike ride? Yep. Definitely not text of the future. I avert my eyes.
Seiichi-yo, 私は帰ってきた。
In the emptiness, it's easy to see how truly majestic Big Sight is. At Komima, when you're wading through a sea of people, it's just another big building.
近くにファミレスあるべ。そこで一休みしようよ。
帰りも同じ距離を走らないといけないのよね。それを考えたら鬱だ。
The three of them go searching for the family restaurant.
鈴葉、どうした？
I already know how she'll answer. She's excited to see Big Sight in real life.
ビッグサイト、生で見られて感動。
See?
2036年にはさ、ビッグサイトってなくなっちゃってるんだよね。より大規模な埋め立て計画の一環で、もっと大きなイベント会場がゴロゴロしてる。ドームだってあの辺に移転してきてるし。でもさ、さっき橋田至が言ってたけど、ここって聖地扱いされてるんだよね。コミマっていうすごいイベントがあるんでしょ。私の母さんもそのイベントに参加してて、そこで父さんと会ったんだって話してくれたよ。
なるほど。お前の母親は不女子だった可能性があるな。
だからさ、ずっと見たかったんだよね。
So a fujoshi is it's Japanese for like rotten girl, and it's a woman who indulges in raunchy doujins.
ちょっとだけ父さんに近づけた気がする。
It's like the girl version of what Daru is. You don't just feel close to him. I know who Suzuha's father is, but I won't tell her. For now, I just want to prolong these 2 days of peace.
ほら、呼んでる。
So he really is her father then. Well, so sorry. Suzuha isn't into it necessarily. She might be, but that hasn't been explained. Suzuha's mom met Daru at Komima or Comiket, which is just like a giant market for doujin, which are kind of like fan manga or original manga. Okabe called Suzuha's mom a Fujoshi, which, as we now know, is Daru, but the female version. It's like, I don't know if you... I had people like this when I was going to school, but like those girls who would just sit in the back of the class and you knew that they were reading yaoi. Like, that's what a Fujoshi is. There are levels, I guess I would say. Today was fun. Tomorrow will be fun. I know it will. Every day will be fun. Forever. I push down on the pedals and begin the ascent up Harumi Bridge. The spokes revolve slowly, reflecting in the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant.
気持ちいいね。
同感だわ。っていうか風強すぎ。
ダル君はね。
Oops.
デブオタ上等。
Oh, this
い
is
い
hell?
景色だな。
From here, you can see Tokyo Bay all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. I wanted a change of pace from the search for the unfindable pin, so I proposed the cycling expedition.
出発するまではさ。
That's why you rewatched Endless 8 and now this. It's alright, this is only one choice this time game.
必要な生き物なんだね。人間って。
私はタイムリープマシンを作ってる方が楽しい。
引きこもりが最強だと
See bikes, this must be the happy ending.
証明されました。
Chat has made a choice. Chat made the correct choice. We're exploring a different possibility based on the choice that we made.
二人ともグダグダだね。
Oh, the choice was made last time. No worries.
だらしない
Hey,
よ。
RDF.
そんなんじゃ生き残れないよ。
Also, thanks everyone for your opinions on my headshots. I also asked the Fool's Gold crew, and I'm not solid on what I'm gonna pick yet, but I'm going to ask a couple of my teachers as well. Still, though, it's been unfortunate. Nice head. Thank you. Shots. Oh, okay. Headshots. Yeah.
水は自動販売機はまだ今ならコップ一杯分の水のために人殺しもできそうだお
You can tell when the animation loops. There's a bit of a jitter. There.
残念ながらこの橋を含めてあと2つ橋を渡らないとコンビニはない。そこまで辛抱しろ。
マジで無理もう無理
ポカリ詳しいんだね。この辺来たことあるの？
あ、何度だ。
That's right. Again and again and again. I'm still repeating the same 2 days. Moika's attack. Mayuri's death. People are really liking 3E, yeah. I would even say... Yep, Dingo, Felix, and Avery also picked 3E. The problem is, I should probably pick something with glasses, right? I mean, not necessarily, but like... Maybe I should consider one with glasses. I can ask for a third one, I just have to pay for it. A1? Yeah, I also like A1. My original picks were A1 and B3 because they have the most contrast, and I like how A1 is casual clothes but serious expression, and B3 is formal clothes but goofy expression. Personally thought adding glasses to many of them could drastically improve them. I think it adds to the you that is Carson. Yeah, but I wanted to have options, you know? Really like 3C because you're doing a good, doing a Saul Goodman face. I can see that. Moika's attack, Mayuri's death. Those things will never, ever happen.
ここまで来ればビッグサイトはすぐだ。あと10分もしないうちに着くだろう。
その前に休憩を。
そのままの格好で。
Thoughts too dark to be my own suddenly slip into my mind. I wonder what will happen if I don't pull Daru back here. Will the truck catch on Daru's fat? Will it send him flying like a rag doll? Will it take off his head? Will blood spray from the stump like a crimson fountain? What difference does it make if Daru dies? I can just time leap again, can't I? For these 2 days, I am God. 3B is giving you fuck me eyes, and that's the only problem with it. That's fair. It would be a good Tinder/Grindr photo. There we go. I choose who lives and who.
うわ
Enjoy your lurk, Bandicoot.
危ね
ちょっと大丈夫？
怪我はない？わあ、今のトラックひどいよ。
Kolnick, you just earned yourself.
え。ビビった。つうかなんなんあのトラック。ふざけんなよ。
Get a rare
ナン
RDF
バ
out
ー見
of
とけばよかった。
That's
そした
right.
ら通
You
報
should be
しましたってできるのに。
事故が起きたわけじゃないし、通報しても無意味でしょ。
I'm glad it ended as something to laugh about. But what was I thinking just now? I began this loop so that Mayuri would live and Suzuha would never go back in time. Yet, just now, I was ready to watch Daru die. Some part of me wanted it to happen. We're making taro chia pudding for breakfast tomorrow? Ooh, that sounds great. Man. I'm jealous.
岡部倫太郎。
She can't have heard my dark thoughts just now. And yet, I feel like she can see right through me. Marcus, thank you so much for the sub! 14 months. Here, I'll be right back with the piano. I'd love to start doing guitar dudes again, but like, the entire time I've been in school, I haven't been practicing, so I feel like maybe I just need to relearn guitar after I graduate. There we go. Yeah, 2 years, 2 weeks ago. Wild. Okay. Got the piano. What am I playing? There we go. I knew that you would get it, everyone. I am so salty I wasn't allowed to do my scene from iCarly for my demo reel. So, I think we're gonna... How the fuck is it so bright there? It's 7 p.m. Why not? Too much movement. But I think I'm going to record it with friends anyway. Yeah. Carry on my westward son. There'll be light when you are done. Don't lay your weary head to rest. Sundown's not for hours. When it's 7 p.m. here, it's dark.
オカリン、僕よりガクブルしてるとかおかしくね?
Yeah, actually, it's like... I'm sure everyone knows what golden hour is, right? It's like that moment where the sunlight is perfect at the end of the day, just before it sets, but not quite twilight. Oh wow, a hype train's close. Alright. So you're telling me that reliving the same days over and over again can be both demoralizing and dehumanizing to those around you? So you start doing horrible shit just out of curiosity? No certain yellow flower you can relate to that. And that's Flowey's origin story. It was actually just Okabe in a different world line. That's because I barely leave my room.
何しろスーパーハッカーに死なれては我がラボは大打撃だからな。
They saved a lot of money on the animation.
休憩は終わりだ。行くぞ。
Because, I don't know, Peps, you might know better than I do, but I don't think any of the endings were in the anime. Very north, preparing for the 3 months of sun. Oh boy. This was not in the anime? Okay. I am this world's observer. Nothing can escape my subjectivity. None of us need ever face death. A 48-hour eternity. Tomorrow will be another wonderful day.
Seiichio! 私は帰ってきた。
人がいない時に来るのって初めてだよ。
2 weeks ago, you said that if you put Arena in this situation, she'd have Okabe's exact arc, but I also think it's quite likely that this could happen to her too. Absolutely. The thing about Arena is I always believe that if she causes a problem, she is going to do her absolute most to fix it, but not want anyone to know that she caused the problem. She owns up to her actions and doesn't want anyone to know those actions. But when it would come to severing a relationship like this, I think this is entirely possible that Arena would do this. I think you got that right on the money, Peps. Yesterday will be another wonderful tomorrow. If you were reliving the same day over and over, you sure after about a week you would start doing awful shit? Everyone would have a mental time travel word prepared. A word that if your friends were stuck in a time loop, they could tell you and just instantly believe them, just in case. Interesting. Let's set one for me right now, just in case I'm ever in a time loop. Okay? What time travel word? Like a Groundhog Day safe word? There we go. If you do, it kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, but I'm saying it to all of you, right? Just the onus is on you not to tell anyone. Baconator Supreme with extra lettuce. Gideon and the rest of the crew don't watch this VOD. There we go.
ねえねえ、マユシーはお腹空いちゃった。
You tell them when they ask for it? Oh, that's interesting. See, I thought... Okay, I think we were thinking different things. The model that RDF is thinking about is... You think you're stuck in a time loop. So you tell someone a time travel safe word. Then when you think the loop repeats, you ask them what the safe word is, and if they don't know, then you're in a time loop. The way that I was thinking was, okay guys, if I ever think that I'm in a time loop, I will say this word, these words, and you'll know. It's like if I said like, yeah, you know, I've just been thinking, you know, Gurren Lagann kind of sucks, doesn't it? Then you'd know I was in a time loop. Oh, interesting interpretation, Marcus. Funny how there can be such a different interpretation. Mm-hmm. I no longer believe in the version of anyone who believes in me. the fuck's JoJo? Oh, I don't think I read that, did I? No, that was Kurisu, so. The three of them go searching for the family restaurant. Suzuha is still gazing at Big Sight. My eyes roam her body. Uh-oh. I don't know if I like where this is going. RDF was the one who wrote a word if you're friends. Yeah. Okay, I gotta play this. My eyes roam her body. Something stirs in my heart. Hot and heavy, like thick lava. It whispers to me words like poison. What if I lure her into a dark corner and have my way with her? What then? Getting her alone would be simple enough. All I have to do is offer information on her father and she'll follow me anywhere. You want a woman, don't you? Another me whispering inside me says. Of course you do. It's instinct. So what if she's Daru's daughter? So what if she's on a mission to save the future? Forget about that. She's a fine woman. That's all. You're not a saint, Okabe Rintaro. What was it you call yourself again? That's right. An insane mad scientist. If you're really insane, then let's see you snap. Remember, you have the power of a god. Think of what else you can do with the time leap machine. Murder, steal, kidnap, destroy. Is that the best you can do, Okabe Rintaro? Is that really all the evil in your heart? Well, I guess we're only human after all. Think about it, Okabe Rintaro. Surely you wanted this loop, but repeat the same 2 days forever? Sounds like torture to me. Aren't you tired of it already? These 2 days should be your paradise. Forget about petty laws and morals. You're a hunter. Taboos mean nothing to you. Hunt your prey. Hunt your prey and eat your fill. Do her. No one can judge me in this closed loop of time. Forget your morals. Trust your primal urges. Follow your instincts. So what were the reactions to that? I was just too in character. No. Also, no, stop. Oh no, Jesus, that is depraved. Listen to me because you're in bad faith. Panic basket. Sir, do not do what I think you're going to do. Sir, this is how the perma timeline happens. There's probably doujinshi. Varied reactions. Then they'll know it on the next loop before you can tell them. Yeah. The observers of the observer can judge you. Yep. Bzzz. My ears are ringing. Someone is trying to crush my soul, projecting thoughts not my own onto the screen of my heart.
岡部倫太郎やっぱ具合悪いんじゃない？休む？
I'm afraid to look at Suzuha with these dark feelings clogging my mind.
岡部倫太郎どこ行くの？
I need to get away from Suzuha. If I don't, I might give in to the urge. Those dark impulses. What the hell was that? What's happening to me? I'm afraid of myself. I'm still okay, aren't I? I am Hoin Kyoma. Okabe Rintaro. The insane mad scientist with a fetish for science and chaos. I still know that, right?
まだってなんだよ。
What is that supposed to mean? Will I eventually lose control of myself? Am I going to break? Like a Mobius strip, the same 2 days go round and 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 round. But today, I failed to keep them the same. My feelings became twisted. Dark impulses. I listened to their poisonous, disgusting whispers, and I was almost drawn in. There's no denying it. Worse, that was but a taste of what might lurk inside my heart. If those emotions attack me again, this time crashing over me like a tsunami, will I be able to remember who I am? Will I be able to control myself? Mayuri. Kurisu. Daru. Suzuha. Will I be able to keep myself from hurting them, no matter what? Do I really have such strength? I don't know. That answer is hardly reassuring, but for now it's the only answer I've got. This endless loop is the world I wished for. I ask only that tomorrow be peaceful. Don't use time powers to commit time crimes? You got a fetish for something, okay?
気持ちいいね
The only time crimes you should commit are the ones that won't get you locked up in prison. Yeah, and then you get sent to time prison. Ask Shadow the Hedgehog what that's like. Is stealing a piece of candy or kicking your mortal enemy in the dick? Never! Resets the timeline 37,000 more times. Is this still the timeline you grew up with your friend in, or are we on a different world line? No, it's the same one. We haven't escaped that one.
なんで僕がこんなことに付き合わなきゃいけないんだ。
同感だわ。っていうか、
Hate to wonder how long I'd have to be in a time loop before doing awful things. In Groundhog Day, we see Phil do some bad things. Whoops, I missed the narration. No.
メタボだからもっと運動
But
して
never
おくべ
murder
きだ
anyone
と
or
思
anything like
う
that.
よ
Oppo would at least be over a couple of years. The Yates Revice movie was pretty damn good. Ah, fantastic. Wouldn't take me more than a day. Bad time loop. Ha! I mean, if I were stuck in a time loop, I think the only thing that could keep me sane is by abandoning my life and just doing wild, like, completely different things every single time. But even then, you know, you'd run into a situation where you wouldn't be able to. You'd run out of stuff to do. Carson streams every game to see which one would lead to him getting raided by Mr. Beast. There we go. I play the numbers game. I put myself in a time loop to do that.
デブオタ上等。
いい景色だな
From here, you can see across Tokyo Bay, all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. I wanted a change of pace from the search for the unfindable bin, so I proposed the cycling expedition.
出発するまではさただの時間の無駄遣いと思ってたけどたまにはこういう時間も
Time
必
loops
要
are
な生
great
き物
for
なんだ
using
ね
animation.
人間って
私は タイムリープマシ
It
ンを
was a
作
lot
ってる
easier in the
方が
original visual novel because it was just
楽しい。
PNGs. There was no animation.
引きこもりが最強だと今日証明されました。
二人ともグダグダだね。だらしないな。そんなんじゃ生き残れないよ。
水は自動販売機はまだ。今ならコップ一杯分の水のために人殺しもできそうだお。
I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. I think even with all that, with infinite time and little consequences, I think anyone would inevitably end up killing and stuff. Absolutely. I think that's just... People underestimate what eternity is, right? Oh, we got some points on no for the, How do you get on Jeopardy with a single day? There we go. That would be the goal, right? You'd make the game. You would try to figure out how to get on Jeopardy with one day.
Yeah, I
think I pressed A bit too soon. The machine time loop always leads to the button breaking. I'm surprised people are being so frugal with their points. This is a rare chance to win big. You think he'll die first? Ooh. You can see him kill, but not assault women. Well, I think... Will Okabe give in to his dark impulses means will he make a bad moral choice? Okay, we got the men.
やってみろよ。人殺し。
If it's uncontrollable time loops, then personally you would realize the futility of doing anything very soon, just probably doing psycho shit.
ネタにマジレスですか？
ああ、マジだ。どうしてやらないんだ？やりたいならやればいいじゃないか。
ちょっと岡部、あんたいきなり何言い出してんのよ。
オカリン、そういうこと言っちゃダメなんだよ。
Echo strikes again.
つうか、オカリンなんでキレてんの？
別に。コンビニが橋を2つ渡った先にある。そこまで文句言わずに耐える。
そうなん。意外と距離あるな。
I can barely remember the reason I started. The days go by like tearing pages from a calendar. Everyone says the same things. Everyone responds in the same way. I've noticed my biorhythms seem a bit off, but aside from that, every day is the same. Everything that happens is insignificant, meaningless, pointless. I'm the only one still living in this loop. Everyone else This is just being kept alive. Mayuri's death, Malika's raid, Suzu has time travel. I may have cared about those things once. Not anymore. When did I stop caring? When did I become a machine, looping and looping for all eternity? My senses have gone dull. It's getting harder to respond to the things I see and hear. I feel detached, like I'm isolated inside a thin membrane. And I've already gotten used to it. To this far too narrow world. To this far too gentle world. Why shouldn't I adapt? This is my world.
はあ、僕はサイクリングをやめるぞ。
Would suicide count as giving in? Personally, when voting, I consider that a refusal of them. Interesting. I think if that ends up happening, we'll have to have a discussion about that. I would say that Okabe giving in to his dark impulses insinuates an action. If he says stuff and doesn't do anything, that wouldn't count.
ちょっと大丈夫？
怪我はない？ああ、今のトラックひどいよ。
はあ、ビビった。つうか、なんなんあのトラック。ふざけんなよ。ナンバー見とけばよかった。そしたら通報しましたってできるのに。
通報しろよ。
I've told Daru the truck's number. The one I've seen so many times, it's like a brand in my brain.
教えたぞ。ほら通報しろ。
オカリン、僕になんか恨みあんの？
お前が通報したいと言うから通報する機会を与えてやっただけだろ。
An insect. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
確かに橋田のだらけた態度は良くないけど、岡部も感じ悪すぎよ。
仕切るな、委員長キャラ。
何よ。
喧嘩は良くないよ。ダル君は無事だったんだし、めでたしめでたしだよ。ね？
通報しないのか？
まあ、今回のところはこれで勘弁してやるっつうことで。
She looks like she wants to say something. Who cares what she thinks? I feel nothing. The tired Kurisu, the re-energized Daru, and the ever-energetic Mayuri repeat the same conversation I've seen hundreds of times. And they go searching for the restaurant. I see the sincere concern in her eyes, but it can no longer sway my heart. Not even a little.
あのさ、あるテレビ記者が雪の街に取材に来て、そこで時間の連鎖に絡め取られちゃうって映画なかったっけ？
What? What the hell is she talking about?
恋はデジャビューだったかな。私にとってはすごく古い映画なんだけど、私がいた2036年ではさ、セルンの検閲があって、新しい映画はどれもこれもつまんないんだよね。だから古い映画ばっか見てた。恋はデジャビューもそのうちの一本。
知らないな。
あの映画、私は納得いってないんだよね。
だって主人公が特に何かしたわけでもないのにさ。時間の無限ループは綺麗さっぱりなくなっちゃうじゃん。
Groundhog Day would not be near 12036. I think maybe Suzu is exaggerating. Just a tiny bit.
なんかいまいちな脚本だった。今の君、今の私たち、映画と同じ状況に置かれてるんじゃない？
We almost let Daru die, and we almost did something unspeakable to Suzu. But we're stuck in the time loop, so we're not emotionally attached anymore.
なんとか言いなよ、岡部倫太郎。君はこの世界を知ってる。
Suzu's calling us out on our bullshit.
何が言い
Is
たい
this our path? This is what would have happened if we had not chosen to send the D-mail. If we... Essentially, we made it so that Suzu goes back to 1975. But in this timeline, we chose not to make that happen, so we can spend our time with Suzu. To, less than hilarious results.
私はこのビッグサイトを今初めて見た。でも、私がビッグサイトを見たのはこれが初めてじゃない。
I feel my heart skip a beat. Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
言葉遊びか。
私たちは前にもここに来たんでしょう。君は何度も今日という日を経験してるんでしょう。一体何度目なの？答えて。今の君さ、死んだような目をしてる。わかるんだ。その目、私がいた2036年の人たちと同じだから。岡部倫太郎、私を見て。心を殺さないで。
Feelings rise slowly from the depths of my heart, moving like an oiled machine grinding back to life.
マキセ・クリスが完成させる予定のタイムリープマシン。それを使って
This is also the most interesting thing that wasn't in the anime so far. Cool.
そうだよね。
What happened with our D-mail anyway? Do we know it all? Essentially, we sent a D-mail saying, hey, disregard that last text message, Suzu, and go ahead and go back to 1975. Essentially making it so that the time machine doesn't get flooded, and Suzu doesn't lose her memory in the past and commit suicide. She still dies. She still dies at like 45, which really sucks. But, yeah, this time around, we couldn't let that happen. So, we're just repeating the same 2 days over and 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 over again.
だから
なんでこんなことを。
さあな。
Are most bad ends this elaborate? Might have some watching to do in that case. The only one you've seen that sets up
できている。
Zero, because that was adapted into an OVA. I would say so. They are fairly meaty once you get to an ending. Now, I'm gonna say, I'm not going to define what kind of endings they are. They are just an end to our adventure.
君 何から逃げてるの？
そう、確かに逃げている。マユリを殺させないために。
それは私が1975年へ飛べば解決されることで。
いいや、お前は失敗する。そして孤独な25年を過ごした挙句、首をつって死んでいくんだよ。
何を？
だから俺はこのループに逃げ込んだ。マユリもお前も死なせないために。
That's it. That was the reason. I entered this loop resolved to save them. But my resolve has long since turned to dust.
この2日間を繰り返してさえいれば何も変わらず誰も死なない。俺はその繰り返しを受け入れた。
それは君の主観だよ。世界は君に関係なく未来へと続いていくの。君がこの2日間を何千回何万回ループさせたって椎名真由里が死ぬことに変わりはない。根本的解決にはならない。
俺は別に根本的解決をしようなんて思わない。
いつまでもこのループを続けるつもり？
そうだ、それを受け入れた。
何が受け入れたなの？自分がおかしくなり始めてることに気づいてないの？
おかしくなったとしても世界は続く。2日間のループは続く。俺がおかしくなってもループは止めない。
時間の止まった世界でこのまま生きていくことに耐えられるの？君はこの輪を永遠に終わらせることはできないんだよ。肉体的には死ぬことはない。でも岡部倫太郎、君の心は死に始めてる。
だってしょうがないだろう。俺には誰かを無慈悲に犠牲にする覚悟なんてないんだ。真由里も鈴葉も仲間だ。
So this is why
どちらも失う
this is
わ
why
けにはいか
Pepper
ない。
Shaker. I was pretty sure you were right that Arena might end up down this path. Because if it were Gothy and Sips in this situation, she might choose the loop option. If it meant that she wouldn't lose the people that she loved. Is the interrogation over?
まだ何かあるのか。
私は首をつって死ぬって本当？
ああ、
IBN5100 を手に入れるのを失敗するのも？
ああ。
Maybe I shouldn't have told her the truth, but it doesn't really matter. If I time leap again, this conversation will never have happened.
ねえ岡部倫太郎、だったら一緒に行く？
何？
一緒に行くかって聞いたの。1975年へ。
That's the last thing I expected to hear. Go with her to
俺が行っ
1975?
てどうなる？
私が失敗しないように助けてもらう。 あるいは未来を変えるための別の方法を探す。
できるのか。
My heart beats. Color returns to the world.
世界線はもしかするととんでもない方向へ分岐するかもしれない。あるいは君の知ってる世界じゃなくなるかもしれないし、みんながラボメンとして君の仲間になるかどうかもわからなくなるし、そもそも椎名真由里も橋田至も牧瀬クリスも生まれないかもしれない。生まれたとしても違う名前を付けられるかもしれない。でも1975年なら2010年のアトラクタフィールド大分岐に到達するまで35年もある。どうやればいいのかはわからないけど、世界線を変えるための準備期間はたっぷりできるよ。それでもいいなら一緒に行かない？うん。本音は誰かに一緒に来てほしいんだ。私は失敗すると分かっているのに飛ぶのは嫌だよ。それこそ犬死にだもん。だから一緒に来て、私を助けて。それに今の君を見てられない。君をこのループから助け出したい。このループを続けて心が擦り切れるのを待つ。それは来るはずのない終わりで、その終わりが来ればさ、また時間は動き出すんだよ。君の心が完全に死んだ時、椎名真由里は予定通りに死ぬ。私は予定通りに失敗し首を吊る。君は看板に自殺をしようとしてるだけ。そんなことするぐらいなら一緒に来て。私を助けて。
俺は
The hands of my clock stopped ticking long ago.
俺は行くよ。お前と一緒に行く。連れて行ってくれ。
サンキュー。ごめん。ずっと気づいてあげられなくて。
And as if to warm my frozen heart, sunset. The sky is so terribly orange, the color of dawn, the color of dusk, the color of the world's end, the color of the world's beginning. While Daru was repairing the time machine, I let my mind rest. I avoided all contact, slept like a log, and tried to piece my soul back together. On the afternoon of the 13th, I received word that repairs were complete. I sent an email calling all members to a meeting. Then, as everyone else gathers at the lab, I head to Radicon alone.
何度も言うようだけどさ、タイムマシンは一方通行なんだ。行ったら戻ってくることはできないよ。それで
お前こそ大丈夫か。おそらくかなり高い確率でタイムトラベル後の俺たちは記憶を失う。
私が記憶を取り戻したのは24年後だったよね。でも今回は君がいる。何かが変わるかもしれない。
希望的観測だ。
じゃあ降りる？私は降りない。
もう覚悟はできている。
I don't know how it will turn out. We're certainly at a disadvantage.
みんなにはなんて説明したの？
分かれば。
Oops. Okay, I didn't miss anything.
告げてきた。
Mayuri. Daru. Kurisu. I left them each a handwritten letter. The lab is probably chaos by now. I also mailed letters to my parents and my friends at school, telling them to not look for me. My parents will probably be sad, but this time, I'm not running away. I want to believe I'm not running away. Also, I'm sorry, I think I missed RDF's subscription. So thank you very much for 22 months.
なんかさ、駆け落ちするみたいだね。
Heard your name? Yeah, I missed you resubbing. 2 more months and you'll be 2 years subscribed. I might have to make a new badge or something. Rise like the phoenix or some other type of firebird.
後ろめたいことは何もない。
You already celebrated it 2 to 4 days ago. Told you your sub thing was desynced. No, that's fair. But it came up on my mini feed, so I felt like I should acknowledge it. Like the legend of the peanuts, all ends with beginnings.
むしろ俺は鈴葉に感謝している。
Oh boy. Okay, so last thing you saw was them at a bridge and lamenting that he didn't want to sacrifice anyone. So after looping a couple of times, he decides... Well, he doesn't decide anything. He basically loses all cognizance of what's going on. Nothing matters. He's god of this world because he can loop 2 days, but his soul is ground to dust, so he doesn't care. What else? And then when he's being a real shithead, when he says, Daru, you know, if you could kill someone to stop, then you should kill someone. Or if you want to report that truck, you should report it. Suzu catches on, and she calls us out on being in a time loop. He's stuck in a form of purgatory? Yes. Essentially, he has to loop through these 2 days. Otherwise, Suzuha, the girl in the background of this scene, will time travel to 1975, lose her memories for 25 years, and hang herself for failing in her mission. And Mayuri will be killed. In a various number of ways, but the predominant one being that Moeka raids the lab, kills Mayuri, and kidnaps everyone to work on the time machine for CERN. Okabe has been in a self-induced purgatory, looping these 2 days and trying to have a sense of a peaceful life. Why did he do this time loop again? To prevent Mayuri and Suzu from dying. But he lost all sense of why he did it in the process, becoming so disillusioned in the time loops that he doesn't care about anything anymore. He was even contemplating killing Daru by pushing him into the truck, or doing stuff to Suzuha in an alley. And he caught himself before he did that, but after a while, he stopped caring. And Suzu noticed. And Suzu was like, hey, you know that movie Groundhog Day? So you're doing that, right? And after talking about it, Suzu broke Okabe out of his disillusionment by saying, why don't you go back to 1975 with me then if you've already decided that you're going to grind your soul to dust? Because, I mean, once Okabe is too far gone, time will progress again. He'll stop doing the time loops. You know, either he'll commit suicide, or he'll just be a walking husk. Mayuri will die, Suzu will time travel to 1975 and hang herself. So why not go back if you're willing to just drop everything at some point? So now, we are on the top of the Radio Kaikon building, about to go back to 1975. We left handwritten letters to all of our friends and family. And if Suzuha hadn't invited us to go back to 1975, we'd still be in the loop, living like a corpse. Doctor Who episode haven't sent? Mm-hmm. That's not peaceful at all? Mm-hmm. This is still an alternate, yes.
ありがとう鈴葉。これから一緒に未来を変えるために戦うぞ。
So glad we didn't choose this. Mm-hmm. You chose correctly. Nobody sends us off. Nobody could. This is a one-way trip through time. Once we go, there's no coming back. 1975. That's before I was even born. We're headed for the past. No. For a future that has yet to be written. Not the world line Suzuha left, nor the world line she desired. We are reaching for an entirely new future. However, she wouldn't be alone. Mm-hmm. It's sad for Suzuha no matter what, because either she goes back in a broken time machine, loses her memories, spends 25 years lonely, then once she regains her memories, hangs herself because she failed her mission, or she goes back to 1975 earlier in a fixed time machine, or rather a one that was never broken in the first place, gets the IBN Gosen Hyaku, but she dies 10 years before this of cancer. So it's not happy for Suzu no matter what, so
行こう。
you might call this Suzu's good ending.
ああ。
The time has come for us to depart. Our mission? To change 35 years of history. We boldly lift our heads, ready to challenge fate. Together. And that's the ending. You want the spin-off now? Well, remember, the game implied that her early death was cancer due to time travel. But yeah, so this was the Suzuha ending. Remember when I said that this was kind of a romance? Well, there are endings for other characters too. And it all depends on your choices. There's also a true ending. So, once we've exhausted our options, we'll go for the true ending. Man. This was the first This was the first ending I got when I was playing it back in 2012 on my Vita. Wait, they spelled it Partnars. If you take a look at the fangs, it's Steins Gate Partnars. But yeah. What do y'all think? Do you think that this was a happy ending for Okabe in the end? Like, he went through some shit, but in the end, He's in a different place and time. It's not the worst. That's true. Guess it could be considered okay. Glad he was safe from the time loop, but I hope our choice. Mm-hmm. Irreversible Reboot is the name of this ending. Quick question? Shoot. We've played for 50 hours. Dang. Do all the characters have established family lines? What do you mean? Like, I mean, obviously, like, it... do you mean, like, parentage, or... So I chose to loop on my first playthrough? Yeah, I didn't want to send Suzu off in despair, you know? We had just found out who her father is. And she was so happy. Hacker Nerd is a dad, but do we know much about the others? Oh, I mean, no. We don't really know much about what happens to them in the future, besides Daru. Well, I mean, we don't know who Okabe gets with. We don't know who Kurisu or Mayuri gets with, you know? We know that Daru gets with someone and creates Suzuha. But in the established future, Kurisu dies in 2025, Okabe dies before that, Daru dies before Suzu can time travel. How did this group meet in the first place? Honestly, Daru and Okabe went to school together, and Mayuri was their childhood friend. Then they met Kurisu at, like, a science talk, and she became interested because Okabe was talking about time travel. Moeke got in because she was looking for the IBN Gosen Hyaku. Rukiko got in because we needed her to send a D-mail. What else? Suzuha became a lab member because she was doing time travel shenanigans. Happy May the 4th tomorrow. Hi, Gideon. There's a lot that you missed, Gideon. We went into a time loop of despair. We explored the ending that we didn't get because chat chose the right choice. And yeah, it was intense. Okay, Gideon was lurking. Anyways, so that's what could have happened. We're here.
ライネット AB グラちゃん。
ライネットアクセスバトラーズグランドチャンピオンシップの略
Oh, right. Prediction. Okabe, in fact, didn't give in to being an asshole. And, you know, doing some dark shit. So... Great headshots, thank you. Chat chose wisely, exactly. Will you keep choosing wisely?
日本中のライネッターが参加してる大会の決勝戦だお。そこにフェイリスタンが出場してる。ちなみにフェイリスタンは今年冬のグラチャンの優勝者でもあるんで、ディフェンディングチャンピオン。これ豆知識。
決勝戦
So we need to talk to Ferris, but she's in the middle of, like, a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament right now. So that's why.
今から行く。何階だ？
I'm glad to be wrong. It's from my area. Granny kept Pockety in the pocket of her apron, so I go to sleep hearing that sound. I think it's why Pockety's sound makes me calm. Neat. According to Daru, I can't get into the venue without a spectator's ticket, so I have no choice but to wait for Ferris outside. Yay! Good job, Ferris! A loud cheer burst forth from the arena, as the commentary leaking through the walls has made clear Ferris had won. Cosplay competition? No, Yu-Gi-Oh, basically. It's like a tabletop trading thing game. As I contemplated how to pass the time until... What? As I contemplated how... What's the sentence? As I contemplated how to pass the time until came out. I'm trying to figure out how to read this sentence where it makes sense. Yeah, screenshot this. As I contemplated how to pass the time until came out. No, there is no way to read this properly. Post this on RIS. As I contemplated how to pass the time until came out. Ferris storms out of the venue, makes eye contact with me, grabs my hand, and starts running. You're gonna Star Wars the fuck out of your office tomorrow? Oh yeah? Will the Fourth be with you? Is the Force going to be with you? Without the slightest idea of what's going on, I look behind us. All we can do is run. What have I gotten myself into? I only wanted to learn the contents of Ferris's D-mail. Why did they call it Ven when you of the cold food out hot eat the food? Imagine this with a question mark. Carson, have you seen it? Star Wars? Yeah, of course I have. I have it on VHS, in fact. No, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the oven joke. Have you seen that weirdly smooth animated version? The noisy ringing of my phone startles me. There's no way I can pick it up now. Once more, I'm forced to run. I told you, I'm not a runner. While gasping for oxygen, I pull Ferris by the hand and run faster. Damn, they got here first. Okabe can't hurt you.
リングリストで情報を流せ。
They really centered in on that one guy's pelvic bone. Damn! How many of them are there? All we can do is turn back. We won't make any progress if we keep running like this. Were those guys her opponents or creepy fanboys? No clue yet. We need to find somewhere we can rest. They're going to a ramen shop, I guess. We finally stumble upon a place to take refuge. The ramen shop behind the lab.
どうしてこんなところで立ち止まるにゃ。早く逃げなきゃ。
I take Ferris's hand and run up the stairs.
とにかくここで奴らが諦めるのを待とう。
Let's sort this out. According to Ferris, those guys are from a team called the Viral Attackers, who lost against Ferris in the Rynet AB Grand Finals. Okay, well there's the answer. Not only did they cheat and lie their way through the tournament, they had the gall to accuse Ferris of rigging the match when they lost.
今日までだけ特別に教えると、実はフェイリスは他人の真理を
Please call
曲
us
げ
the
ることが
epic
できるの
cheaters.
にゃ。
Exactly. I can't tell if she's serious or if she's just good at reading people. Either way, the Viral Attackers... Okay, sorry to break character for a second, but one thing that we were told is when doing standard American dialect, we should pronounce it either instead of either. Apparently, it sounds more American.
スタンド名はチェシャーブレイク。
Hey guys.
Is that a motherfucking JoJo reference? In my Steins Gate?
Another pink-haired pixie spikes. Wait. Doesn't sound right. This must be the power of an enemy stand. Say both either and either? It's interesting. Anyways. Cheshire Cat. Fictional cat from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. I send Kurisu an SOS. Ferris and I are hiding above Ramen... Ferris and I are hiding above Ramen Tasaburo. It's mostly empty with some sacks of wheat and flour. I did have to stop. I wanted to make sure I said it right. The disbelief in your eyes. The Viral Attackers are chasing us, and I don't think they can be reasoned with. Normally, I'd have no trouble taking on all of them, but I can't use my full strength with Ferris nearby. Assistant, call us a taxi, pronto! What does the ramen shop mean? Let's find out. Shit. Give me one sec. Let's see if there's a picture of it. Because the thing is, I'd need the kanji to know what it says. Is that a JoJo reference? Well, it says ramen, but it had like, I think it said 10-3, like 10-san something. It's hot as hell in here.
ここにメイクインがあれば
Sneaky reference or just random?
飲み物も出してもらえるのにな
Well, the JoJo reference was a sneaky reference. Actually, they've already made JoJo references. In fact, where are you? Oh, really? I don't have Juju's Bizarre Adventure here? Let's see if they have... Oh, hey, Fujoshi is actually on here. Yeah. Where it is. I think it was like, could this be Ora Ora Ora? There we go. Future gadget number 3, a lie detector based on thumb perspiration, though it might be more appropriate to call it a sweat detector. You have to admit it's a pretty clever invention. Its name is a reference to the classic manga, Juju's Bizarre Adventure. The ramen shop too? I don't think so. Do you pronounce it yaoi or yaoi? Yaoi. Dracula Daily? What's that? Yahweh. I pronounce it God.
いや
なんで京馬はここに開く予定だったメイド喫茶の名前を知ってるにゃ？
え？
でもそっか、ホームページに少しの間だけオープン告知とメイドさん募集要項を載せたことあったにゃ。京馬、それを見たのかにゃ？
開く予定だったのか？
フェイリスが企画して会議にも通してほとんど決まりかけてた話なのにゃ。
She organized. Oh, I love it.
でも最終的にパパにダメって言われて企画がなくなっちゃったにゃ。はあ、パパもとんだわからずやだにゃ。フェイリスに店を任せてくれてれば、はにゃーんなコスチュームとキュンキューンなメイドさんたちを集めて日本一のメイド喫茶になってたのにゃ。
And fantastic maids. I don't know if anyone here remembers it, but like when you saw someone who was really, really cute and you liked them, it was an internet trope to be like, like your heart stopping. Since Dracula is told via journal entries of dates, you are emailed the Dracula story as the journal entries are dated. The first one is May 3rd. Interesting.
Nakano ya Ikebukuroのお客さんを秋葉に引っ張ってこられたのに、惜しいことをしたの
Think
に。
you remember that? Bandicoot remembers that. The Akihabara I know catered to fans of games, anime, and moe culture. The current Akihabara is still the electric town of old.
フェイリスいや秋葉ルミホ
はにゃ。
お前は秋葉の後継ぎ娘で秋葉原の都市開発計画の会議なんかにも出ているんだよな。
Does Hanyan mean?
出てないにゃ。
I think it's just Ha, but she added the nyan to it.
出てないだって前にそう言って。
Sorry, I think I missed something. Oh, yeah, she doesn't go to the conferences. Did she say that before the world line changed?
会議にはパパが出てるにゃ。なのになんでフェイリスが出なきゃいけないのにゃ。
逆になんでお前は会議に出ていたんだ？
だから出てないって言ってるにゃ。
That's right. It makes no sense for a high school girl to participate in the development conferences, much less be the mastermind behind the moification of Akiba. Could this be a clue to the contents of Ferris's D-mail?
フェイリスのパパさんはレトロ PC の愛好家なんだよな。
その通りにゃ。あ、そういえばまだ IBN5100 は見つけてないにゃ。
ちなみにパパさんがレトロ PC を手放すようなことってあるのか？
それはないにゃ。パパは自分が集めた PC はすべて愛してるにゃ。それを手放すなんてとんでもないのにゃ。
Then why did he donate the IBN Gosenkyaku?
フェイリスはレトロ PC は持っていないのか？
Saving her father meant she couldn't push Akihabara into Moe culture. I often think about people who do this check IRL and it's like...
パパの趣味はさっぱりにゃ。フェイリスはコスプレとかアニメとか可愛いものが好きなのにゃ。
I will say, when the Fool's Gold crew was playing the dating sim demo for YouTube, I was voicing the protagonist, and there's a point where you get turned into a cat, and I did the whole Nyatic, and they were like, no, you get this one and that's it. I'm like, oh, okay.
もし仮にお前が都市開発計画に子供の頃からずっと参加していたとして、
そうしたら秋葉の町に萌えショップをたくさん誘致しようと思ってるにゃ。コミマを見ればわかる通り、
Yes,
オ
yes,
タク
yes,
パワー
yes.
はすごいのにゃ。きっと秋葉は
That's what
今以
Colin
上に
thinks
人
of
が
that
たくさん
tick IRL,
訪れる
right?
はずにゃ。
それはいいとして、都市開発計画にずっと参加していたお前がもしもう参加したくないと思ったとして、それを過去の自分にどうやってやめさせると思う？
When I was in class, one of my instructors likes to riff, and you know I'm always pretty quick-witted, so I go back to it. And he was like, Carson, why are you always like this? And I'm like, you know, my entire life's like embodying the Uno reverse card. And it took me a second to think of, but like, that's basically who I am, right? I am a living Uno reverse card.
それは何の心理テストにゃ。
単なる例え話だ。
Prove it. I'm reversed. I'm the living embodiment of the Uno reverse card. Carson casually blinding us. What's it's not Moai, it's Moe, M-O-E. And it's sort of like the cutesy stuff. Like you know, maid cafes and like mascots and stuff like that. Yeah, when there was a gacha game that I played called Princess Connect Redive, or Precone, and they have a clan system, right? So I joined a clan called Moe Cult, and everyone left one day leaving me the only member of Moe Cult and the default leader. And throughout the course of like a year, I built that shit from the ground up to be a respectable top 2,000 clan in the game. And then the game shut down last week, which was really sad. Ferris ponders this for a while.
劇的なのがいいにゃ。
Trying to message when it was still relevant. Fair.
何？
ドラマみたいな展
Reaper,
開
I
にゃ。
feel you, yeah.
フェイリスはそういうのは結構信じちゃうタイプにゃ。これはきっとパパからの遺伝だと思うにゃ。
Really?
だから例えばフェイリスが誘拐されるとか。
Heard about that with Crunchyroll. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Love Live fans, both of our games got killed within a month. You know what's funny, Gideon? The end of service announcement came like a month after they did a Love Live collab. So maybe Love Live is just cursed.
You
フェイリス？
頭痛いにゃ。ねえ京馬。フェイリスはこの倉庫に来てから変な気分なのにゃ。小さい頃に一度来たことあるだけなのに。
What's up? There we go. How would you stop yourself in the past? Is this some sort of psychological test? It's just a hypothetical question. Ferris ponders for a while. Huh. A dramatic way would be perfect. What? Like you see on TV, yeah? Ferris is weak to drama, yeah? Probably got that from Papa, yeah? Really? For example, if Ferris got kidnapped or... Kidnapped. Ferris? My head hurts, yeah? Why is she freaking out? Well, she's going to be... telling us. Even though I only came here once back when I was a little kitten.
すごく見慣れてる景色に思えてくるにゃ。ここいつも歩き回ってたような感覚があるにゃ。
Yeah, so for context, in a previous world line, when we sent a D-mail, this used to be a maid cafe. And Ferris was one of the maids at the cafe along with Mayuri. But when Ferris sent her D-mail and changed the past, all of the Moe stuff, including maid cafes, were sucked out of Akihabara. Which meant that she never worked at the maid cafe. But the place that we are right now was the maid cafe in our original timeline. And it seems like Ferris knows that somehow. What does this mean? Ferris suddenly swoons and nearly collapses onto the floor.
思い出したにゃ。
何を？
思い出したにゃ。メイクインニャンニャ。京馬もダルニャンは常連さんだったにゃ。それにマユ
She
シも
might
一緒に
have a bit
働い
of
てた
reading
にゃ。
Steiner after all.
本当に思い出したのか？
京馬たちがお店でタイムマシンのお話ししてたことも IBN5100
A
を探す
psychic
交
or
換
past
条件
life
と
or
して
something more
タイム
literal?
マシンを使い
She
たい
might
ってお願
literally
いした
have
こ
the
と
same
なの。
power as Okabe does. Where, you know, with a bit of finagling, she remembers a past world line. Because remember, every time we send a D-mail, the entire world line shifts and everyone in it. Except only we remember it. But Ferris remembers.
あとは時間を川の流れに例えるのはおかしいって京馬とダルニャンを論破したこと
Yeah,
とか。
give me 1 second. I'm just gonna open my window. Sorry if it's a bit loud, but it's getting kind of toasty. Oh, and also I'll drink actual water. Both the Chunibo have reading Steiner? Yeah. This is kind of poggers. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the Dran. Theorize that everyone may have reading Steiner to some extent, like the Mandela effect. Something like May Queen Nyan Nyan would probably trigger it for her. Mm-hmm. It's hot here too. Yeah. Here, let's check the weather. It's only 16 degrees Celsius here right now, but it's got 85% humidity. Here. In Fahrenheit, for my American friends, that's 61 degrees Fahrenheit. But still with 80% humidity. But it looks like it's gonna be going down. It was like in the 20s the last couple of days.
ラボメンになるために血の盟約を結んだこととか。
D メールは D メールの内容は思い出したのか
Don't tell me that's all she remembers.
思い出したけど。
聞いてくれフェイリスこれにはマユリの命がかかってるんだ
マユシーの。
そうだフェイリスの D メールによって改変された過去を元に俺が IBN5100 を手に入れないとマユリが死ぬバカみたいに聞こえるかもしれないけどそれが事実なんだだから頼む以前送った D メールを取り消すためにもう一度 D メールを
ダメにゃ元に戻すなんてできないにゃフェイリスが D メールで叶えた願いはフェイリスが叶えたのは10年前に死んだパパを生き返らせることにゃ。
And that's where we're gonna leave off. Ferris sent a D-mail to save her dad. And we have to undo that in order to save Mayuri. Perhaps it would be reading Steins. Anyways, this stream was brought to you by my patrons, Trom, Iko, Tamago, Crystal, Marcus, and viewers like you. Thank you. We'll be back on Saturday to play some Professor Layton Cross Ace Attorney. But then after that, I'm gonna be recording demo reels all week next week. So I'm tentatively... You're getting into it again. It's getting pretty intense. Steins Gate is a lot, and I'm glad that we're playing it because I haven't played something this intense since we played Fate's Stay Night. And we only played one of the routes on Fate's Stay Night. So it is real engaging. And it also helped me find my Okabe voice by placing it in the back of my throat. So that was cool. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to be... Oh, thanks for the drown. What we're going to play after Steins Gate. And if you folks want another visual novel, there's Digimon Survive that we can play. I was actually considering also playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth after we're done Pokemon, so this can just turn into the Digimon channel during the weekdays. And after I graduate, we're also gonna get back to Stream Sakai. Helped you become mad scientist. Son of a bitch. Using the Snazziest pose. Yeah, and thanks everyone for giving me feedback on my headshots. I'll take it into account when I pick them out. But yeah, because of that, can we continue the Science Adventure series? Well, we have a couple of options. We could play Robotics Notes, but I don't own it. And unfortunately, with my current state of income, I don't know if I could necessarily afford it. How much is it on Amazon? It's $73.23 Canadian. We're still ages away from the ending of this one, you're sure? I mean, it depends. You know, once I graduate, I might be able to stream a bit more until I get work. So we might burn through it. Oh, right, the thing I was going to say. So next week, I might not stream during the weekdays, so I can focus on my demo reels. So yeah. Do I have a PS4? Can't remember the end date, but there was that digital sale going on for Golden Week. Let's see how much it is on the PlayStation Store. Whoops. Robotics. Notes. Ooh! It is on sale. For $31.99. That's pretty good. Let's check how much it is on Switch, because that's why I have Steins Gate on. Oof. Now it's still full price on the eShop. A lot of those titles were on sale? Mm-hmm. Alright. But, where am I gonna send you? I mean, Rob's playing D&D. We haven't raided Rob in a while. Do I have PlayStation Plus? I have base PlayStation Plus, so I don't have access to the game catalog, but I get, like, the free monthly games. Anyways, we're gonna raid Robert Hartley. One sec. I'm sure everyone here knows who Robert Hartley is, but if you don't, or if you're watching this on YouTube, he is a New Zealand-based D&D player who is, like, super great at GMing. He is fluent in math, can do accents, and he knows the rules of D&D like no one's business. It's crazy. It's wild. But give him a big old shark attack, and I will catch you later. See ya!